How you doing, everybody, and welcome to another Fat Biker video. And this video is going to be about the latest upgrades and modifications that I have done on my Mongoose Models bike since I bought it 7 months ago. Okay, there's going to be some modifications that you're going to see on the video that I'm not going to talk about them. And the reason for that is because I talked already about those modifications on the previous video. So just go to the previous video and check about those modifications. I'm just going to talk about what I have done after I post that video with this bike in the last few months after I post that video. Okay, so I'm just going to show the part that's the most obvious part. We're going to talk about this part in depth, in the latter part of the video, which is the Shimano 3-speed, front crankset upgrade that I did over here. And the reason for this is because I want to, have the ability to have, more gearing ranges that I don't have with just one single speed in the front. I will continue talking about that in the latter part of the video. Okay, so let's talk about the seat. This is a really large seat. It's a gel cushion seat, and it's a Bell Comfort Wide. It's a very comfortable, really large seat, and the nice thing about the seat, in my opinion, is it really matched with the looks of the bike. Because I saw all the seats that they really look too much like a cruiser seat, in the sense they got these ugly, chrome-plated springs in the back, and you got some, chrome trims and everything. I don't like that. That would work for the cruiser bike, but for this one, I don't like it. I know that I put, the steering, and it's a mountain bike steering, but it's a little bit, rise, so you give you a little bit of the comfort that you get on a cruiser. And I put a seat that technically is a cruiser seat, but you got more of the sporty, mountain bike look, and that's why I put it. And I really like it. Okay, the other mod that I did is I put lights on the bike. So I put this one. There's a 3-step, tail light, and it's battery power. And then in the front, I had a similar light like the one in the back. But the problem with the one in the front is that it wouldn't batter me. It didn't want to work anymore. And it wasn't the batteries. It's just the electric circuitry just stopped working. So I purchased a flashlight mount. And I mount this taser that, beside being a taser, is also a flashlight. So it got two purposes. It helped, it's like a self-defense, no lethal weapon, and at the same time, it helps me, see at night. So it's really, really bright. So I'm happy with that. Another modification that I did with the bike was the kickstand over here, which is the heavy-duty kickstand that you can buy on Amazon for like $15, and it's adjustable, so you can adjust the angle of the kickstand, and it's way better than the original one, because the original one was really thin. And the problem with that is, like, when it gets windy and everything, it will, the wind will knock down the bike, or sometimes if the steering, is way too far to the left, also the bike, that will knock down the bike. And because of that, I end up, damaging, the factory pedals on this side. And I got tired of that and said, you know what, to the hell with it, I'm gonna buy a better kickstand. And that one is really solid. It doesn't matter how strong the wind is, it's not gonna fall. So it's really good. I also changed the pedals, and this one, they're cheap. That I paid like $20 for them, and they work good. The only thing that I had to do is I had to open them and repack it with grease, because the problem with some of these main China products is, like, sometimes they don't grease it properly, and then that's when they start falling apart. So I have to do that. Okay. One more thing that I did was the shifter. So I put this Shimano Revo shift system. I know that I had the choice to use, upgrade it with a thumb shifter. I saw a lot of videos on YouTube of people, upgrading the bikes with a thumb shifter, but I'm so used to with the twist shifter, and this one works so nice that I got no need to use the thumb shifter. I used them before in other bikes, but I'm not crazy about it. I really like this. And a matter of fact, once I complete, the modification on this bike, I'm gonna buy another one of this, the one that goes on this side over here, with the 3 steps for the derailleur conversion that I'm doing on this bike, 3-speed, 21-speed conversion that I'm doing. Okay, so let's just talk about the crankset upgrade over here. So this crankset upgrade that I got here is, I forgot the model, but the spec is Shimano 175 millimeters, 916 pedal hole. The ring sizes are 24, 34, and 42. And this one is from the Tourney lineup. And as you can see, you got the shin guard over here. They got another version that they sell it without the shin guard, and they got another version that they sell it with the crank arms. They are 170 millimeters, but I decided to try 175 just to see what was the big difference. And I don't know, I feel like it feels the bike like the bike feels a little bit more torquey. So the reason you don't see like I got a front derailleur in the front was because as you can see, the bottom bracket on these fat bikes, they are wider than a bottom bracket of a regular, fat bike. For what I see, most of the fat bikes out there, they are the bottom bracket is 100 millimeters, but this one is 115, which is larger than most of the other fat bikes out there. So because of that, I'm having a little bit of difficulty figuring out what would be the proper way to mount front derailleur in this bike. I saw that I got the choice to put, like an E-type mount front derailleur, which it will go mounted right here on the bottom bracket instead of being mounted on the seat tube over here. But the thing is, most of those E-types, they are designed to work on either 9-speed or 10-speed bikes. I don't know if that would be a difference rather than buy, front derailleur that is designed for, 7-speed, bikes. So that's something that I need to do more homework about and figure it out. I know that another choice will be putting like a direct mount clamp and put some spaces and put like a regular, front derailleur. But the thing is, most of the front derailleurs that I've seen out there, they are direct mount. They are also for 9, 10, 11 speeds. So the majority of the 7-speed derailleurs that I have are the ones that are designed for the regular bottom brackets, and they go right on the tube over here. So they're gonna be way too far away from the crank set. So that's the problem that I got. Now, when it comes to the feel of the bike on the different gearings, I already, I manually, move the chain from one side to the other and try it, and it works pretty nice. The only complaint that I will have is that when you got the bike on the 24 ring in the front, ring gear in the front, you got it in the first gear down here, the chain down here, it touched the tire. That's the only problem that I have. But other than that, everything else works fine. As you can see, I don't have the factory freewheel on the back. I got the Shimano Mega Range, which is 34, 14 tooth, and the factory one was 28, 14. Now, if I had the factory one, I wouldn't need to have to change the chain like I did. Well, this chain is 2 lengths longer than the other one. And the reason I had to change the chain, because when I was putting this chain on the big ring over here, which is 42, I had on the first gear over here, the derailleur was like way up here, was way too far up. I didn't like that. So right now, over here, where, I see that's pretty good. It goes forward, but not that far. But I still feel that I need to add at least 2 more links. So in that way, it can be positioned in the right place. Doesn't matter in which gear I got the chain mounted over here in the front. So if you guys got any advice, any links of videos or articles on forums of people that they had done these modifications, please just put it in the comment section below. and I will welcome any advice that I could get from any of you guys. So that way I can, finish this modification the proper way. Now, when it comes to guiding the cables that will come from the shifter over here, which is going to be similar to this one, but it's going to be the 3-speed one, and to connect it to the derailleur that's going to be mounted here, I already discovered, 2 companies that they make clamps that they are meant to go over here, and they are designed, for either brakes or shifting cables. So one of the companies is Problem Solver, and the other one is Origin 8. So on that part, I'm all set. I don't need to do any more further homework about that. The deal is the derailleur. What I'm gonna do with the front derailleur. Okay. So pretty much this is the end of the video. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and thanks everybody. Have a good one.